Here's my hot take about this
I thought
show.
you were doing it.
Here's my hot take. The deep solos everything. Now think about it. It's not a joke. Think of it. No, you didn't even watch the show. Think about it, bro. The deep, just go into the ocean. It's like 85% of the Earth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go into the ocean. Nobody could follow him there, and even if Homelander could like fly into the ocean with them, he can get every single freaking animal in there to attack Homelander.
Well, I know you got that straight from TikTok.
I mean,
Yeah.
I got the premise of like everybody like, yo, deep solos, and it was a joke, it was a meme. But then I thought about it, and I was like, bro,
It makes sense.
What if he just lasers the ocean?
Bro, he can't laser the entire ocean, dude. He solos
really
everything.
hot
Well,
with his lasers.
yeah, like if he just wanted to run away, he could just live in the ocean because he's got gills.
True.
I don't know if he can handle the pressure, but
Here's another hot take. Starlight, I don't know how she got into the 7, bro. She's weak.
she's not that weak.
Bro, like her superpower is like blinding people.
Well, it's using like electricity to like, that's her
People
power.
in lifted Ram trucks already have that superpower every single day, dude.
Yeah, I've been in front of a BMW once or twice.
Yeah. Like
My eyes.
literally at her like most powerful moment of the entire show, when Huey like turns up like all the freaking electricity inside of the TV set room, and she literally gets all that power and she starts floating because the energy's running through her, and she hits Soldier Boy with the biggest blast of whatever it is she does that she possibly could muster. Bro gets knocked back like 3 feet and then gets up in like 2 seconds. And I get he's like really powerful and like
it's
strong.
like he like didn't take any legitimate damage like throughout his time in
still,
this
like-
season. Like he could get punched around and knocked around, but he never took like
And
any damage.
Isn't Starlight supposed to be strong? Like how? Like when she fell, like after she like blasted him like with using all her power or whatever, she falls like 2 feet and then like falls on the ground like she's
Yeah, but
Well, yeah, she expelled a lot of energy. It wasn't the falling that did it.
and she did just get thrown into a wall.
By the way,
previous.
we did just kind of hop into it, but also welcome back to MediaMix. We are doing season 3 of The Boys today. We might talk about season 1 and 2, but as of now, we're doing only season 3. Don't know how long of a podcast this is going to be, but I'm Nick. This is Jack.
I'm
We
Jack.
have Dylan
Howdy,
on
I'm
again.
here.
And we can continue with the conversation. I was gonna say something as far as like powers go. I don't know where their powers lie. I feel like it fluctuates.
What do you mean? Like
So like
the more V they have, the more
I feel like
power.
it's also the same thing with like Marvel's been doing it. Like they just all of a sudden have like it feels like they're just making up shit at this point. They're like, yeah, like
Well, I mean, the powers
Whatever.
aren't the point. It's the people that have the powers. That is where the stories drive.
Yeah, but I understand that, but like in the show, it was like Homelander has like the equivalent of like Superman strength. Like from what we have always understood is that he always does that.
Yeah.
But apparently, like, because you would think like if
Of
you
course, his name's John too.
his name is John.
Yeah, his name's John.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But
like-
season 1.
If you punch it, like if Soldier Boy punched Homelander and he's up against a wall, wouldn't he just go through the wall because the wall is less powerful structure wise?
Don't worry about
That was something that I thought of, and then like I feel like just everything around them would crumble. Like if they're fighting in the tower, I feel like
They get thrown down a couple.
yeah,
stories.
they fall and then they
Yeah,
would
down to the
like
floor.
go through the floor. That's what I thought. But I mean, I guess whatever. And then like Maeve is powerful enough to punch Homelander. But then, like, when she punches a filing cabinet, she dents it instead of completely throwing it through the wall. I mean, I guess that's more work. I get it. But, like...
I mean, it's a tower designed to handle
To
superheroes.
handle superheroes,
So maybe
maybe.
it's more reinforced. Like,
hey, yo, you got that
defending him.
titanium filing cabinet? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's where all of their budget is going.
You got
What do
that
you-
popcorn ceiling with the tensile strength of a titanium truck crate.
Okay, but on the real though, we obviously all know that Homelander is like top, kind of tied with Soldier Boy. I feel like probably Soldier Boy is a little bit more.
But it's like, it's
powerful
weird
than-
because it's like in this season, they kind of imply that pretty much like anybody with superpowers has like super strength to an extent. Because like if you remember like Herogasm, Like when Huey punches A-Train, and A-Train's like, "What the hell? How did you hit me that hard? Like, what happened?"
I think it gives everybody super strength and like something else.
I think it's enhanced strength,
Except
but
for,
then
like,
some people are more powerful than
Maeve
others.
just gets that's what I'm saying.
But the part that we talked about as far as in the season, because I kind of got Stranger Things season 4 vibes from this, because like
What?
Okay, not in the sense of like the same what's the word? The same like subject matter, but as far as like what happens in the show, like it's not like a new villain, but it's like nothing happens.
Yeah.
There's no real deaths. Nobody really dies. And in reality, like, I don't even think as far as, I mean, if you haven't seen season 4, this is going to be a spoiler really quick of Stranger Things, but whatever, in the next 5 to 10 seconds, Eddie isn't really dead. They said he's not dying. They said they're bringing him back for season 5. So it's like, even still, when you think about it, nothing happens in Stranger Things, and nothing happens in this.
Yeah.
Maeve doesn't die. Soldier Boy doesn't die.
Noir might be dead.
Noir is
Noir's
probably dead. The people they kill off are like...
He obviously doesn't have healing powers, because otherwise he wouldn't be wearing that mask all the time, because his face wouldn't be effed up.
Yeah, they kill off the people who were immediately like introduced. For some reason, I thought that they were going to introduce like a clone of Homelander. What I thought it was going to be is that...
Like the comics.
Yeah, what I thought it was going to be is that the original guy who was Black Noir got killed and then was replaced with a clone of Homelander. But also, like, it's kind of impossible for that to be the case. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, the whole, like, power structure in here is kind of, like, it kind of fluctuates between...
It is scuffed a little bit.
It kind of fluctuates between the seasons, because, like, I don't know, like, obviously Homelander's always kind of been, like, consistent, I feel like. You know, and he's like okay at fighting. He's not the greatest.
Yeah, but he like Maeve literally like there's that scene where she's fighting like 6 or 7 guys at once and she's training and like she actually has some sort of like fight coordination.
But yeah, because Maeve's been actually training.
But Homelander like is blocking punches and is like
because he's just strong.
But he's strong, but at the same time like he shouldn't be blocking punch like
I mean he's fought supervillains before. Like, you know, they had the whole super terrorist thing in the earlier seasons.
Yeah, but all he's done is just laser them the whole time.
Yeah.
He's never truly like fought them hand to hand, I feel like. And if he has, then we haven't been shown that.
Yeah, well I mean maybe he's been training off screen after Herogasm.
Maybe.
No, I don't know. I saw like another like post about it, and it was like, I don't know. If you look at like the power difference, like Homelander's obviously like way stronger than Maeve and all that. Like Maeve had to literally like stop drinking for months or whatever, and then actually like it showed her like training, like physically like training because she wanted to kill Homelander. That was her whole goal. So she's been training for this moment. Like after all that time, like Homelander like not easily, but like without much effort, like takes her out pretty much, like just
Well, I mean he
Not
has.
necessarily.
I mean he does. She jams the straw in his ear, but
I don't think she was gonna win after she got her eye poked out and like punched back.
Well, she jams the straw in his ear. Like what was her plan to like just kind of smack the straw into his brain and kill him?
Well, I mean it was just kind of a way to discombobulate, like. Get him off the.
That's true.
Get him off the, the offensive.
That's true. But and then if you keep in mind, then you see like his. And the other thing, you know how like in the end of season 2 they show that what's her name is like the head popper. It's kind of the same thing in this. Like you find out that she's a villain, and then she gains power. But then this season you find out that she gains more ground. Yeah. That's pretty much the only thing.
Yeah. So if you think about it. From the previous season ending to this season ending, nothing really has changed.
No.
No, not at all.
Like everybody's really still alive except for Black Noir and who else died? Like who else died? Nobody important.
Nobody important. I mean, a lot of people died in Herogasm.
Yeah, but nobody really like cared about
from
that.
the 7, the people who have died.
So far, it's just Translucent, Black Noir, and.
Is that it?
I think
that's it. That's it.
Yeah, Translucent and Black
A-Train's
Noir.
still alive somehow.
Well, he
Like-
just got new hearts, so we're gonna see more of him in the next season.
Yeah.
I'm fine with him being alive. I mean,
Yeah, I liked his arc. His arc was neat.
he has a better arc than most of the other
I mean,
people.
he's still like
that
a
ass.
Yeah,
sometimes.
he's-
Well,
still
that's the
complete
thing. It's
ass.
like he's going through that whole like plot of like he's trying to make things better, but then like his selfishness kind of reigns true. So all the stuff he does really just makes things worse for all the people around him and the people he cares
Yeah.
about. Because he's not really like. It's kind of like how in politics it's like you see something and then you're like, oh yeah, I care about it, but then like you don't really care about it until it directly affects you.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where he was like, with all the African like promoting stuff. It's like, yeah, I'm for the people, for the culture, but then he wasn't passionate about it
Until his brother got hurt.
Yeah, until his brother got injured.
And then as soon as he got his actual powers back,
Yeah.
he's like, all right, I'm back to my old suit, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as far as this season goes, it was good, but I think it's also clouded by the fact that, like, I don't know, I like Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy.
Oh, I thought the season was great.
Oh yeah, this season's
Like,
awesome.
I feel like it ended on a flat note a little bit, but like everything up to it was great. Like I feel like the big reveals didn't matter too much, but like everything leading up to it was really cool, and the storylines that they kind of had going, because like they had a lot of stuff going on, but it all kind of worked together.
Mm-hmm. It's good, and I enjoyed it. I mean, a lot of the parts in the show would piss you off, but like that were meant to piss you off would make you angry.
Yeah. A lot
uh,
more sex this time around. The season starts off with
Oh,
termite going into a man's penis, which was done via practical effects, believe it or
was.
not.
Yeah,
I saw
like-
the set.
I saw the set, and it's actually kind of gross.
I won't let them forget that because I'll keep on reminding them because it's the
Catheter
funniest.
camera and
Pretty
real
much.
wiener
Ugh.
with termites
Yeah.
superimposed.
That was
inside.
like I've seen a lot of intros to shows that have like shocked me, but I think that takes the cake. I don't think I can find
It's
any.
definitely a
other-
very
Definitely-
uncomfortable season.
Definitely takes the cake for the boys at least, because
So-
the first season we had Huey's girlfriend getting run over, and then what do we have the second season? I forgot about that one.
I don't know.
Uh,
The second season was kind of a blur.
I don't remember the second season as much.
I
Should we
remember
have
the
some
ending. It had a
other-
badass ending, but like
Yeah,
what happened during it, I gotta like refresh because it's been a while.
I know.
Like it's been at least 2 years for me now.
I think the
Yeah.
the question that people always ask is who would win, Superman, Homelander, or Omni-Man?
And we've
On-demand
answered this
solos.
question on
We've asked this question.
Invincible.
I think I think
Homelander doesn't
it's,
stand a chance.
I think Homelander's
Yeah.
bottom, but it's then
Homelander's definitely blind. He has no fighting experience.
it's
He's
then
not, like-
between
like he has fighting experience, but he's not like really trained. He's just so like in his.
Also,
like,
Screw Attack
world?
themselves said that Omni-Man would beat him.
I think
It is-
Omni-Man would beat. Well, Omni-Man would definitely beat Homelander because
Oh,
you have to keep
100%.
in mind the planet he comes from are just like a bunch of different, pretty much like more
Omni-Mans.
powerful Homelanders
Yeah.
that are just have to kill each other and the strongest wins.
I think Mark could kill Homelander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
No, definitely.
Like where we see him.
I would
like,
definitely
in the
watch
season.
that.
Like,
Absolutely,
he-
yes.
But it's just like for Homelander, he's stronger than like the power level. Like he's honestly not that much above everyone else because we've seen him get wounded by like other people. Like it's like if you get 3 strong superheroes, you could probably like
But that's the
take him
thing that
down a peg.
I never thought about. Like you have Homelander, right? And they're like nobody can kill him. But then like when you watch this season, you're like if you get 5 superheroes that are like not as powerful as Soldier Boy, but like kind of close, like Kamiko level, I'm pretty sure they could probably kill him.
Yeah, like,
Homelander?
this is
Yeah.
the most vulnerable Homelander has been, both physically and mentally.
He's
Which
got
his mental state is a whole thing, and I loved everything about
Oh,
what they did with Homelander this
Does it?
season.
Oh my god.
Does it make you
yeah.
feel kind of bad
For
a little
What?
bit? Yeah, for Homelander.
Yeah, low key, like, cause you know we've learned that he's like raised pretty much in a lab, and he really
Test
had
tube
no
baby.
child. Yeah, he had no childhood, no father, no mother. He was raised by Vought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By scientists, and
Well,
then like
So the way that I look at it is it's like Homelander's been manipulated all of his life by different people. And this is the first time he's kind of like broken out of that.
yeah, and like
Because it's like it started with the scientists, then it
Mhm.
was all the like PR people at Vought kind of leading him the way.
yeah,
Mhm.
And then it was Stormfront. But then like the way he is now, it's kind of like a combination of all 3 of those like influences that you
Yeah.
see at the end of the season. It's like he's kind of gone through that like whole like PR person / like super supremacist
Right.
/ like superhero type thing, and it's like really interesting because you can kind of see all those personalities clashing with each other
Who
as
do you-
he's dying.
So,
mentally.
do you think since at the end they show Soldier Boy, do you think they're gonna bring him back to kill
I don't think so.
Homelander,
No,
or
'cause
do you
that
think
was the
he's
whole
just
plot
gonna?
of this season. They're not gonna build that up. Like
Yeah, I think Soldier Boy's done. I
No,
don't think
I
he's coming
think
back.
they might bring him back.
They might, but
I think they
don't
might
know.
bring him back. Maybe not. Probably not next season, but maybe a couple seasons up. They might somehow, but not. They won't focus the entire season on it.
I do,
basically.
in a way, I sympathize more with Soldier Boy than I do Homelander, because I think Soldier Boy like realizes that he's a bad person. He like completely realizes it, and he doesn't like himself. But like you can see vulnerability to him, like when he kills people, and him like not liking it, which is really kind of
The priest and the nun would disagree.
well, yeah. But like the part where after he kills
What was
all
that?
the
So it was like they were doing they're hunting down Brainstorm, and then they walk onto the road, and then there was like just a priest and a nun with their broken down car, and
shoots
then
him in the
just
head.
shoots him in the head. It's just like it
Well, I mean,
could be a
to be
spy.
fair, I mean, they were spies. So to be
Yeah.
fair,
Yeah.
But there's the part after he like blows up that building, and then he's like, I didn't mean to kill those
Oh, yeah.
people. Like he was really, you could see that he was upset. But a part of me was really hoping like when they brought him back, like he would be an actual good person. Like, but no, they didn't. That's the issue with having like a favoritism towards a specific actor, is that when you see
Yeah.
them be a piece of shit, you're like,
No, he's a dick. Most superheroes in the show are assholes in one way or another. And that's
Yeah.
kind of the driving theme of the show is that like power corrupts. It's like you intertwine or you interchange celebrities in real life to superheroes in the show, and it's basically the same thing, just with superpowers.
Doesn't it corrupt Huey a little bit?
yeah, a little bit.
That's kind of his arc, because they introduced the Temp V, which gives you 24 hours of being a superhero. And then, Huey kind of being the weakling that he's been the entire show. He takes it and he kind of gets this, this surge of power, and it becomes addicting to where he keeps taking it, and it's kind of made him more and more of an asshole as the show goes on, because he has power. He can finally rescue his girlfriend and kind of feel like he's on equal footing with her. And then it ends up, he does a lot of selfish things throughout the show.
He gets a big head about it.
Exactly.
Well, what are you looking at?
Jack's looking at
don't look. I'm looking.
What are you looking at?
Keep the conversation
Let's
going.
keep going. Yeah, so that's kind of Huey's arc, and it's like I like what they've done with Huey, because like the change from him at the beginning of the show to now, it's like a completely different character, and it's like it's been so like subtle that he's gotten like more confident and more like capable, even if he's not a superhero. It's like he still kind of helps out in his own way.
I thought there were more people a part of Soldier Boy's team. Was I wrong? No. There was Gunpowder and then
Gunpowder.
TNT Twins.
The twins get murked at Herogasm. Gunpowder gets killed by Butcher. You got I forget the name. It's like the Scarlet person.
The girl, yeah.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, I don't know.
She just dies.
Dude, that
Yeah.
poor guy in the Homelander suit just gets vaporized.
Wait, what?
You don't remember that part? Like she's in the amusement park and she shoots the red ball and he just blows up.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like
And then
This
Black
season-
Noir.
this season has made me like Marvin more.
Oh yeah, MM.
Yeah. I find him to be okay, I don't know if they're gonna do it. This is the issue with knowing how the comics end. But like in his actual him as an actual person, he was like a test subject of Vought, and like actually has like mild like super strength and speed.
Who?
MM.
Yeah, I don't think if they haven't done that by now, that's not his motivation. Is Soldier Boy killing his family.
Still kind of
Yeah.
badass. I was really happy when he punched the shit out of what's her name's stepdad.
Oh yeah.
Just
Bro, he is the biggest like dick rider in the entire
Yeah.
freaking series.
he really. But like to be fair,
does
like
that mean?
Marvin.
All right.
He kind of just
He's the stepdad of one of the main character's daughters, because like the main character like got divorced from his wife, and like the wife kind of like got I don't know remarried or anything.
But
But
that was
he's just stepdad's like basically just hates the superheroes trying to kill him or whatever because he knows the truth and like or not the stepdad the real dad. And then the stepdad is like just only watches the news and like sees like sees Homelander on the news and stuff, which makes him look so great because that's what VOD is, just a huge like news network.
Like think of like people that like go to like every single like Trump rally.
Okay, I wasn't gonna bring it there.
I mean, that's what it is. Like that's where they're going.
You could
You
say that
can't talk about the show without getting political because that's what it is.
Well, you can.
It is a political commentary
you can,
on a lot of things.
But there is parts without saying what sides we are on, but like I mean to be fair that's where the source material is coming from. It's not like to cast judgment, but that is what they're basing it off, and that is what it is coming off as. And somewhat it may be exaggerated.
Stepdad only believes what he sees on TV. And then he's just a huge dick rider for Homelander.
But that goes for both sides. I mean, no matter what, there's people who, whether they're on the left or the right. So much to where,
like, he was at a rally or whatever, and Homelander comes down. This is the end scene of the season. Homelander comes down, introduces his son to, like, the world, pretty much. And there's, like, a protester in the crowd who's against Homelander. And he, like,
is that the military guy?
No.
Oh.
No.
He chucks a, like, empty can of, like, Arizona or something at the kid's head and was like, F you, fascist. And then, like, everybody goes quiet. They clear a path, and like the protesters just kind of like stand there looking at Homelander, and Homelander just lasers him in the face and
just
like
blows his head off.
Blows his head off, and then like what's his name? Todd? Is that what it is?
Ryan?
No, the
the
stepdad.
I think it's Todd. I don't know.
It could be Todd.
I think it's Todd. He's like. It like goes to him. He's like,
yeah.
He's like, yeah. He starts going nuts. Then everybody starts cheering.
But
and that guy's face just got blown off.
What did Marvin's wife see in him? I mean, I hate to I hate to be that guy, but Marvin's this like ripped ex-military guy who's like actually not gonna lie, he's a really good father.
He's a really nice guy.
Yeah, I mean he's like the
really
nicest.
Nice
he's the nicest
he's the
guy.
Who has the best morals.
Well,
on
the
team.
And like I get it. Like he's got his problems, but like then she leaves him for him? Really?
Yeah, it's like the whole thing is that MM was obsessed with the whole taking down Vought and all that.
Yeah.
It
so
sucks.
Tore his marriage apart.
But like I don't like you think what is it, Todd? You think he's gonna die?
No.
You don't think
he's
gonna
not
die?
that important.
Yeah.
I don't think he's
not that
maybe not
important.
die.
He's just kind of there
but
to
he
piss
might
people off.
Yeah.
maybe,
Just kill him
maybe
off,
not
like,
die,
win.
but there may be like
But
something
he's like
that
such a
happens
side
to him.
character. Like you only.
It's like
you only-
Ashley. It's like
you only
such a
see
side
him-
character that's like
When you're so
Pisses you
side
off so
character,
much.
you
Yeah.
just don't have any red flags around you at all.
like you don't see him for like I don't know 95% of the show, and like it's only like some scenes whenever like MM is at his house with the wife or whatever, and the wife's with the husband or the stepdad or whatever.
So what happens to Edgar? Is he just in jail, or is he
Who's
just
Edgar?
kind of
he's getting investigated.
the previous Vought?
Oh yeah.
So he's gone.
Oh. Like they said, he was just taking a step down, which obviously means
He's gonna get investigated.
I don't think he's in jail. He can't go to jail. He's that man's probably way too powerful, and like because it's Vought. He was like the CEO of Vought since like the beginning of time.
So if
well, that's not true.
Well,
if what's her name's a head popper, because that's something
he was
that
the CEO since Soldier Boy. Like he was in the flashback or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean that's.
I'm pretty sure he made Vought. Like
Well, I don't think he was the CEO back in like what was it, the 80s?
yeah. I don't know. I think he was a pretty important person.
He was an important person in
He was an important
Vought.
person, but I don't think he was the
I
CEO.
don't know what
But
exactly
anyways,
he did.
He's
By
been
the
in Vought
time-
for a long time.
Yeah, by the time he steps down, he was practically like, the dude's got to be like a gajillionaire because it's freaking Vought. So like, there's no way. Like, I don't know. There's no way he's going to jail. That's just not happening.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're gonna see more of him. I think he'll come back maybe as like a minor character, because like we did see a lot of him before he got yeeted out of the job.
Yeah.
Because he was kind of doing the whole, like I liked the direction that they took Edgar's character too. Because I mean he was kind of standing up like, I know he's kind of meant to be that guy, like in the comics, where it's like the person that doesn't fear Homelander.
No, that's the lady who dies.
Well,
that's
just
her character.
No,
but
that is Edgar's character.
that is Edgar's character
I
now.
know that's Stillwell is the name in the comics,
Stillwell,
but
yeah.
Edgar is the character that's like, you know, yeah, he can
I'm pretty
bitch
sure
and whine
Stillwell-
all he wants. Like, I don't care. I may do what I want because I'm the CEO. I don't care if you could kill me or
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm pretty sure Stillwell did fear Homelander though. Like,
Well, yeah, no, that's the thing. Edgar in the show is Stillwell in the comics because Stillwell is the CEO and he's a dude and all that stuff.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Well, because he's trying to compare. You're shrugging it off, but he's
No.
trying to compare Stillwell to the Stillwell in
No,
the
Nick
show,
is-
the
I'm
woman.
just surprised on how little
Short?
time we've spent so far.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. It's a season. I mean, we could talk about the whole show in general.
And
but
we haven't
we're
talked
talking
about half
a
the season.
Yeah, I know. We're still talking.
we
We-
got
Yeah.
a lot of stuff to talk about.
I'm sorry. Just keep going.
We, what did we touch on?
Dude,
We're talking about
freaking
Edgar.
the deep eating the
That was uncomfortable.
eating Ted.
It was Timothy.
This
Timothy?
Put respect on
I'm
Timothy's
sorry.
name.
This-
Bro, that was so funny though.
It was so
Homelander's
sad.
like, sit down. He's like,
He's just like,
guys, I brought us dinner. It's just live seafood.
and it's like I love how he's eating. It's
Eat
like
the octopus.
he's begging for his life. he's praying right now.
Timothy's
He's
begging for his
praying to
life.
God and eat the fucking octopus.
He doesn't want to eat the fucking octopus.
So what if like
so messed
It's
up.
so that was there was a lot of uncomfortable spots in this
I
season.
think
Oh,
I think this season. So I've found that like there are some shows that I legitimately like. I can sit through the entire thing, and then there's some shows where I have to like kind of skip past parts. I'll find myself where I'm like, I'm just gonna kind of skip through this, so I don't have
I
to
didn't skip
watch
it.
Really?
I didn't
No.
skip through it. I would look away a little bit.
I
but I'd
skip
still,
I,
like-
I skip past the part where like freaking Long Dong Johnson decided to stretch his penis out of the door. And
Oh,
I was
love
like,
sausage?
All right, I don't really want to watch this. This is
But that was
kinda-
kind of
that's
the.
I just
that
knew
was
that
the whole
entire
point.
that entire like show episode was
You
gonna
hear-
be
Oh,
like that.
R.I.P.
Orgasm
MM
is-
getting absolutely drenched in cum.
I saw that.
Oh my
So
god, that was so
gross.
funny, bro.
R.I.P. MM's jacket.
So funny. Jacket, his whole body, dude. Bro went and took a break and took a shower in the middle of Hero Gathering.
Ugh, it's
What did he
so
say after that
gross.
happened? He was like, "Look it up, you big brown love bear."
Ugh,
You
yes.
big bear. Yeah.
That's so nasty.
Oh.
Ugh, gross.
That was the best episode of the season by far, in my opinion.
It's
was
It
good.
is.
The
It is
fight at
a
the
very
end-
good.
it is pretty
episode.
good.
Fight at the end was great.
Like I feel like that could have been the finale, and like
It could have.
I feel like that could have been the finale.
They could have stretched it out and then, but I think if they really stretched it out any longer, then it would have been.
well, I mean, like
kind of-
Homelander flying away in the end, that would have been a bad ending.
Yeah, or like, so you get that, and then you kind of like maybe do the reveal that like Soldier Boy's Homeland's dad, because it's like I feel like that reveal meant nothing. Like there was no point to it whatsoever, other than I guess killing Noir. That is pretty important, but like
I just feel bad
I
because
feel like
like,
it didn't mean anything.
I
'cause
wish Noir wasn't like. I don't know.
Yeah, why couldn't it have been like Ashley who died?
True.
Why isn't he?
Nobody likes Ashley, dude.
Why
She's
isn't
like,
Noir more powerful though? That's the thing. I feel like his powers are so nerfed in this.
Well, he just doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
it's
he's
not that
just-
he's nerfed. It's that all he does in the season is just knock out Maeve and die.
Yeah, he should,
Like
he just,
that is it.
he should pretty much, and then run away and speak to his like imaginary friends in his head
Yeah.
for like a whole episode.
And that's the whole thing. Like they kind of like build up his whole like backstory just for him to die. Like he doesn't do
just for him to
anything.
get like murked and like
Makes
not
me
even
so
a fight. He doesn't
sad.
even go out with a fight.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there and then just gets freaking his guts.
If he got like
obliterated.
lasered, then I would be willing to say like he might have survived. But he got his whole like intestines just punched out.
And he doesn't
Yeah.
regenerate, so. Yeah,
I
he's
mean, we
dead.
don't know that.
Dude, like
No, he wouldn't
obviously
have
he
had the
does not regenerate.
scars.
Yeah, he would not have the scars.
He doesn't regenerate.
Did go away.
It's true.
So what happened? Like when they showed that flashback of basically like what happened with Soldier Boy, like getting taken away. It was like a whole like elaborate scheme from the entire like the
From
whole,
Payback, yeah, their whole team used so that nerve agent that they used at the end of the season to knock
Yeah.
him out. That's what they used to knock him out in the flashback, so
Right.
that the Russians could take him to their labs.
And like what do they do the whole time? They just
They
they like
jacked a whole ton of radiation into him. That's why he does the laser stuff.
So originally he couldn't do like the.
No, the lasers were Russian like modification.
Oh, so originally he was just strong. That's all.
Yeah, he was just really strong, and he's Captain America.
Yeah, like bulletproof and.
Yeah.
He was Captain America.
But then now he can like.
Now he has the laser that can.
Now he just he's
sap
like a
V.
little mini nuke.
Yeah.
His special ability is
Because
also
like they showed the clips like when they were in the Russian lab of them like injecting like radiation like into his eyes and stuff, and torturing him.
Yeah.
Throughout that whole thing.
That must suck.
That.
Oh yeah. Geez.
And then they just stuck him into a tube.
Cryo chamber.
Yeah, a cryo chamber. Like, all right, whatever. So the whole time I thought they were trying to kill him.
No, I don't think they were trying to test on him and make him into a weapon.
What? Here?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. This is something that I thought of. So you know how they like try using the thing on Soldier Boy? Why didn't they just try using it on Homelander?
The nerve
Like
agent?
they knew it. They know
because because they're not really obsessed with killing Homelander as much as Butcher is now. So it's like, for MM's sake, he wants to get rid of Soldier Boy, and that was their kind of goal in that last episode, is to get rid of Soldier Boy because he is a problem.
Right.
Probably more of a problem than Homelander now because of his laser.
So how do they keep him in the cryo tube then? Like, did they just constantly
he's
pump
frozen.
those gas in? Oh,
I didn't know
he's
because
frozen.
he also has the mask on. I think they're.
Oh
Constantly,
yeah, he does have the mask on.
They're constantly pumping. I'm sure they're constantly pumping the nerve agent into it. Kind of like how they did with Maeve. Like they're trying to keep her asleep. They just did a poor job at it.
Yeah, but I also think he's just like frozen. Is the thing. Like I think it's like because he has a human body just with drugs in it. So it's like you freeze the guy unless they have like ice powers. I think they're still like under.
that's true. I don't know. It's just
It sucks. Like imagine just going to sleep and then waking up like 50 years later. You're like, bro, not again.
Fallout 4.
I mean, what else?
I wanted to ask you guys. So, do any of you keep up with the comics or know how much more is in the comics?
I know what's left, but the comics aren't like a complete side by side.
Yeah,
It's
they're
not-
not,
it's
they're
not
not
like a-
following the comics.
No,
It's not a
It's,
cohesive storyboard for the show.
It's the same thing with Invincible. Invincible isn't a side by side. It's close. There's similar parts,
But it's gotta
like,
be different, Because then
Yeah.
everybody who's read the
Yeah.
comics is like, well, I already know what's gonna happen.
it's the same
Well, I
thing with
mean-
Walking Dead. It's slightly different, but there's still similarities to like keep it kind of
Yeah, it's like
relevant.
from what I see on social media, it seems like the consensus is that the show is a lot better than the comics because like apparently like, the comics is more of like an anti-superhero type stuff.
It's
And it's like in the show they humanize them, but they're just really shitty people.
yeah.
Like it's like you can see it, and it's like I said, it's like compared to celebrities, and that's what these superheroes are.
What do you mean by like anti-superhero? Like,
I don't know because I haven't watched it myself, but it's like I see a lot of people. It's like the original writer just really hates like superhero like comics and stuff like that.
It's
like
pretty much them just killing off superhero after superhero, and there are like ways, like the government has like installed ways of like killing superheroes. Like they have ways to kill superheroes, they just don't use them, so it's really kind of annoying. But Huey is a lot less of like an important thing. Like he doesn't do as much in the comics. He's just kind of like a super side character, so it's pretty much Huey in like season 1, like doesn't do shit. And then Butcher like literally does not care about anyone. Like it doesn't even matter. Like the whole Lenny thing I don't think is a thing. He just kind of shits on Huey the whole time and everyone else. And
I did like that, like, they show the whole thing kind of how he's turning into his father.
Yeah.
Essentially, like when he gets stuck in the mind flashback, he's just like, yeah, I'm a shitty person and I'm going to keep being a shitty person. But I don't like it.
So
but
how
it's
long?
Gonna keep happening.
How long did he have to live? Like a year?
A year and a half.
Yeah, a year to a year and a half.
Because he had been, he had known, because Starlight had told Butcher about the whole temp fee killing him, and he took it anyways.
So that begs the question. It's like it puts lesions in your head, but does it put it like lesions every single dosage or just on the last dose?
I remember seeing in the lab it said like 3 to 5 like dosages was like fatal.
So, but then it should like 1 to 2 was like, or
It
1
does
to 2
like
safe?
damage. It's like it's gonna damage your brain, but I think you can live. So I think Huey is probably fine. Unless they make that a plot point.
Why take temp V when they could have just taken permanent V and they would have been
Their whole
fine?
point is to like kill like the superhero or like kill the heroes because the V just makes people corrupt. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
The whole point was like once Homelander was dead, never do it again.
Yeah. They're only using it to like you gotta fight
As a
fire
means
with
to an
fire.
end.
So
Yeah.
now, I got a feeling I know what's gonna happen. I have like a sneaking suspicion I know what's
Well,
gonna
they're
happen.
gonna kill Butcher.
I think I'm calling this. I know somebody's gonna get mad at me for this, either in the comments or one of you guys. I think what's gonna happen is Homelander is gonna do some. It's gonna be probably similar to the comics, but Homelander is gonna do something, and then either he's gonna be wounded or in the middle of doing whatever, and then Homelander is gonna take Temp V for the last time and then kill him.
You mean Butcher?
Yeah, or what I say?
You said Homelander.
I think Butcher's gonna take Temp V and kill Homelander and then die.
I mean, that's a route they could go, but I don't think that's the route they're going
Yeah.
go.
I
It's
mean,
not
I
some-
feel
I-
like he does go out with like a heroic ending of some sort,
I was reading some articles.
unlike
and,
Maeve,
like,
who just lives.
Yeah, I was reading some articles and like looking at I don't know talking to some other people about it. People think that just I don't know, Butcher probably will just find a way to live. Sorry.
No, I don't. He's gonna die.
No,
he's not gonna live to see the end of the series.
Either that or he's gonna take permanent V and
'Cause
then
Think about it, like the show itself. Not even just talking about like plot or anything like that, but like the show itself. Reason why a lot of people watch it is because of Butcher and Homelander. Like they're two main like. They're like really like if they kind of killed off Butcher and Homelander this season, then like
Well,
I'd still watch the next one, but I wouldn't be as interested. 'Cause
well, they're gonna die at the end of the show, probably. Like if they're gonna die, because they are the main characters, and it's like they kind of have their little battles. I love how kind of casual they are, like with each other, like the superheroes and the boys. It's like at the beginning of the season they have the whole like movie premiere, and you have like A-Train and Homelander being like, "Hey, what's up, Huey?
yeah,
I don't hate you, not at all." And like Homelander goes to his house, freaking just goes to Butcher's house, go to Huey's house, and it's just like, yeah, this is a normal thing that is happening. Goes and signs his cast just in his
Yeah, I
house,
know.
and it's like, yeah, this is happening. This is fine. There's
know.
no bad blood whatsoever.
Yeah, I know. Like the previous seasons, they've been trying to kill each other for the past, Like honestly, I'm pretty sure Homelander just doesn't laser them then and there because like it keeps his life interesting or something.
Yeah, well, I
somebody's
mean,
always
he's
trying to-
keeping his image. If they somebody walks into the apartment, they see like laser marks all over the walls. They know.
I
that.
mean, I don't think it's the first time Homelander's like,
Yeah, well, I mean now, and a big thing about this season is now he knows he can get away with it.
yeah, that's the thing.
Now they know.
Now he
he's
can
the-
just
Murk
kill
the dude in
people.
public, and everybody was like, yeah,
And I mean that was
this is America.
a big thing for him too. Like Homelander is like just has so many different things going on for him in this season.
Mm-hmm.
Like so many different like branching paths, like with his son, with like the congressman, with Soldier Boy, with kind of his wearing mental state.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like he's getting more confident with who he is and what he wants to do.
I feel like in every single season we've seen, the bad guy has always kind of like been winning. I feel like end of season 1, season 2, season 3. Like I feel like it's always kind of. But I guess that's the thing is like they really never truly win.
Yeah,
But-
well, I mean, you think about the end of season 2, they kind of mortally wound Stormfront and rescue Ryan.
What's
I don't know why, but
Stormfront just
I keep
died.
wanting to say that Stormfront's name is Livewire, and I don't know why. I don't know why.
why?
I don't know. That's
Right.
just the first thing that pops into my head.
So she just straight up kills herself in
Yeah.
that one. That's so. I hate that scene.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come here, make you feel better. Ugh.
Oh, they were talking about the one where the girl's on the roof and he finds.
Oh,
out.
well,
yeah.
that's worse.
Jump. Jump.
He's-
I'm not
Jump.
asking anymore.
He's like, all right, come
I'm
on,
not suggesting
step away
anymore.
from the ledge. Or
My
jump and I'll fly
annual
down and save
birthday
you." It's like,
save.
hey, you're my annual birthday save. And then towards the end of it, he's like, you know what? I want you to jump.
I want you to
fuck
jump.
you. Take the
Wait.
Take the
I don't know if I
L.
want
Oh,
to jump anymore.
that's so good. It's like
That's
I'm not,
too bad.
I'm not suggesting anymore. It's like jump.
Jump.
And it's just like he does it with a smile on his face.
So are there any other superheroes who can fly? I don't think so. In this.
The deep can fly in water.
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
I mean,
Funny.
I'm sure that there are others that can fly that we're just not thinking of. Couldn't Stormfront fly?
Yeah, she could.
Yeah, she had like lightning fly
But I
or
mean,
whatever.
she
the
ain't
hell.
alive anymore. so.
She's unalived.
So do you think Stormfront could have killed Homelander?
No.
Nah. Well, I mean, she wouldn't have even tried. Because,
She needs him.
It's true.
Yeah. Start the Fourth Reich.
The
Which
fourth-
I can say that because that was the entire plot of season 2.
Dude, it
Like,
was.
that
Dude,
is-
literally on her deathbed, she's
Bro,
like,
what?
"You must start the Fourth Reich."
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
what?
he's like, no, stop it.
Get out of here! What the?
Like,
Pulls the plug.
It's like, no, I'm not starting some Fourth Reich. Get out of here!
literally the
Ah,
whole,
sure.
like, the Storm Chaser plotline in the season is just neo-Nazis.
But-
Like, that is the whole thing.
You can tell he doesn't care about America because he's not like, I don't like you for being a Nazi. He's like,
He's just like, no, that's stupid.
he's like, that's
Well, I
dumb.
mean,
I want to do it.
I feel like where Homelander's going to end up, he's going to end up, like, doing, like, an Aryan race type thing, but with, like, soups. Because it's like, you hear him say things, like, when he's talking
so
to, like,
Magneto, basically.
yeah, it's like you hear him talking to, like, the VP candidate. I always forget her name. The head popper.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you're going against, like, your race of people. Like, he refers to soups as a race of people.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're betraying your race and all this stuff. So it's like, I feel like that's where it's going. It's like kind of a soup supremacy storyline for him.
You think he's just gonna go after the president in season 4 and just kill him? I
Well,
think this
no,
is. I think
'cause-
season 4 is the last.
No,
Because he
I don't think it's
assassinated
gonna
the other VP so he can get the head popper as the VP.
Well, you
So
know
he
what's-
has an in to the government. That's that whole thing.
No, I think that was also a part of their because he needed somebody to tell him where his son was. So
that
the-
too.
her, the head popper, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure she was the one who told him where his son was.
Yeah,
in
in
exchange, they would
Oh.
they would kill
Yeah,
the
that does make
current
sense.
VP. And then what I think is going to happen in the next season is she's probably just going to, pop the president's head when they win the election, and
then
then
she'll be
she
president.
becomes the president. So
Yeah.
now, she's like the most powerful person on earth.
Well, in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't want to say that. You
Tomato,
stand your
tomato.
ground on that one.
So, I think that's kind of it
There's
for
more we can
me.
keep digging. We
Um,
can keep going. We could talk about
I could dig.
the good old scene at the end of episode 2 or 3, the birthday episode where he gives that whole speech. It's like, I'm better than you.
Oh yeah.
Where
That's
it's just like Starlight was like, oh, people make mistakes, and then Homelander's like, no, I don't make mistakes. I'm smarter. I'm stronger. I'm better.
Better than you.
it's kind of insane how, like, if you really think about it, like in season 1 or season 2, like they have a lot more sort of like weight to the decisions they made, but now it's just like they just have a following now, so anything they do just kind of keeps them safe. Like they could literally just do anything, which is insane. I find that
Yeah.
to be crazy.
Like all of Starlight's followers are against
Yeah,
all of
Yeah.
Homelander.
like how is she not fired? Or like, I mean, I guess if you really think about it, it's not against the government, it's against a corporation. So in reality, like they can't really do anything. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, I guess if you think about it in real life, I mean,
And quite frankly, I'm sure everybody everybody in the government knows like this is like a national security problem. Like there's a dude who's
Yeah.
literally Superman who could
Well,
fly around and
Because
kill
there's
and
no
do whatever
soups
he
in the
wants.
military.
the
That's the issue.
Yeah.
CIA is against VOT.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
yeah, they all are.
they all
I
are.
don't think the government even wants that. Like
But the CIA cannot stop them because they don't have the means to stop them.
that, and they're scared too.
Well, I
'cause
mean,
it's literally
also-
like this guy who can just fly through anything and find you wherever you are. Like you
I
don't stand a
wouldn't
chance.
necessarily say, because like if we're going with the plot that the head popper ends up getting into the office with the guy that he's running with, that guy at the beginning of the season was talking with Edgar and talking about how he wanted to use temp V to like apply it to soldiers to give them superpowers.
Well, Edgar did,
Yeah,
but
but then he was kind of like going on board with it because the way that they had done it before is they had taken superheroes that were already superheroes or basically children and throwing them into a military setting, and that just doesn't
rather
work.
than having a soldier
Having
who's
a
already
trained
like,
soldier have
mentally
superpowers.
okay.
Yeah,
I mean, that begs the question: the people who are
It also
already
isn't-
mentally, I guess you could say, stable.
like Captain America mentality kind of.
Yeah, because
But, like-
he was. I don't know.
They
Go
were
ahead.
showing that like the compound V doesn't really work too well on adults either. So,
yeah.
like, I don't. In the first season, when Homelander basically flies around and just injects a bunch of people or a bunch of terrorists with like compound V to make super terrorists.
And then it goes terribly wrong.
And there's that, but then he
Yeah.
was also stating like, oh yeah, when I went and did it, like I did it to like a lot of people and only a few survived because like, he's like, I see why you guys don't mix it with like, adults because it just doesn't work. Like they just die.
Oh yeah, that happens in season 1, doesn't it? Like all the people like bust out and they just start like killing each other. I think.
Yeah.
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 It's
Which
crazy.
season was it where Homelander kind of just like lasers an entire crowd of people?
I think that was
That's season 2, but he doesn't
2.
actually.
It was
it's
just
like
it was in his head.
It's the first like
Yeah.
hallucination he does.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he does kill that SWAT team. Lays that entire SWAT team in the house.
He pulls an Omni-Man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was,
Oh my!
That was
I
gruesome.
feel like the Omni-Man one is so much better because he just kind of
Dude.
like.
Because he
Yeah.
basically just walks around like he's in creative mode. I'm like, that.
yeah. Imagine this. You're like a SWAT team like raiding a house trying to like I don't know. I think they were trying to get Ryan out or something like
Yeah.
that. And like you walk downstairs and there's like this dude who literally is bulletproof, can hear, super hearing, can laser you
Super
in 2
scream.
seconds.
Yeah.
Like you're dead. You're not going.
Yeah.
If you
Where
run,
is
he'll
my
get
son?
you. You're not. Yeah, you're dying.
You're done.
They've always.
And then you have his son.
that makes me think of like the.
You're dying.
the funny thing is like, I know this is like kind of off. Well, no, it's on topic, but like SCP. Like they have like tasks force, right?
Yeah.
They have like Nine-Tailed Fox, which is like the most elite, and they like have guns or whatever. But like the thing is that like what's the point of those guns when half of the creatures that you're facing don't take any damage to bullets and will just basically have powers that just immediately murder you?
And I mean, that's kind of a thing that happens in like TV and movies, like all the time. It's like we know these guns don't work, but they keep using them anyways.
Well, yeah, but I mean there's
like-
a difference between like.
It's like bringing a gun to the fight at the end, at the season
Yeah.
finale.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean-
like, all right, let's go.
It doesn't do.
What are you gonna do with that?
It's just a simple way to convey power scale.
Every single one of you,
I guess.
every single bad
Every
person in
show
there that you're gonna
really does
try
it.
and attempt to kill,
Is
literally is immune
gonna
to
do
bullets.
anything.
But I guess that's the same thing. Like, it's different in movies because when they like don't know what they're going up against and they have guns and then they meet it, but versus like a SWAT team that's going into Homelander's house and trying to find Homelander's
Well, they were
kid.
looking for Ryan, and then Homelander like met up with them because he
Yeah.
was looking for Ryan. They were all looking for Ryan, and that was the whole thing.
And it just kills
Season
all
2.
of them.
It just murks them all. They're
true.
dead.
And then Ryan flosses.
Gotta do the Fortnite fix, Dad.
Bro, that season at the end, like that subtle like smile from Ryan at the end is absolutely terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Because now you just have 2 Homelanders at this
But
point.
it's just like I'm just talking about from an acting standpoint. It was just so like well done, just like the subtle like straight face to like a creepy evil smile.
It's
It's
a good
just like-
it's a good season ender because it leaves
It is a
people
great
wondering.
season
It's like,
ender.
okay, what direction is this gonna go? Like, is maybe the next season gonna be like a flash forward? Like, well, probably not because I was gonna say it could be like a flash forward of like, I don't know, 10 years when like Ryan's older or something. But they're not gonna do that because Butcher only has 12 months to live.
Yeah,
So they're not just gonna be like, yeah, rip Butcher. Anyways,
yeah,
like they're
because
not
I mean,
gonna set that up for just through that.
of course, yeah, because they had the whole thing where Butcher, was acting as a father figure for Ryan for the first half of the season, and then
Why did he tell him to like, basically tell him off when he left?
it was. I forgot the reason. I don't remember.
Like, was he just mad?
No, he wasn't mad. He was just trying to like get away
Keep
without
him-
being like. He just wasn't trying to get like too attached, I guess.
It was also the thing where it was like the closer he gets to Ryan, the closer Homelander gets because then he learns. But it doesn't even matter in the end because frickin' Homelander finds out where he is anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I find that to be stupid, but what are you gonna do? So can the head popper not kill Homelander? Like
No.
it shows that. And
Well, we don't know.
We don't know, but it's inferred that probably not.
but her end goal isn't to
She
isn't to help Homelander. It's
She just wants to protect her daughter.
Yeah, she wants to protect her daughter, but like, how does she? Is she technically? She's not a bad guy, but she's also
She's
not,
not a great
good.
person. She's a morally great person. She's a politician.
Yeah.
She,
Yeah,
she
pretty
is a
much.
No,
politician.
yeah, no, I guess that's true.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
On the mark.
I mean, and we do see like, I don't know if you guys remember, but like previous seasons, she's literally like just killed people because they're in the way. Like,
Like A-Train and Robin.
yeah, didn't they kill like the CIA lady too?
Mallory?
Yeah.
No, they kill their kids, or kill Mallory's kids.
No, I thought the head popper blew her up. Like,
Oh, Mallory's can.
No, she's alive.
Her contact. the person that they talked to who wasn't Mallory at the beginning of season 2.
Yeah, and they're standing outside of the van, like kind of.
And
like
then she gets
in
the
a ditch,
nosebleed
and then just blows up.
that made me so sad. I felt so bad for her. It sucks.
Yeah.
Damn
So,
it.
yeah, she's not the greatest person.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it would be a politician if they had those powers. Like, that's what it would be like. It's like, there's my opposition. Not anymore.
Because she really does have the most subtle power.
Yeah, it's just like, how do you tell that this person is out here murdering an entire courthouse of people?
Like, if she had laser eyes, I'm sure it would be different.
Well, you can see it. You can't see her popping heads because she's just chilling there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the only way you can tell is her eyes.
Yeah.
Like, her eyes get all, like, white or something like that.
All milky.
Yeah, and she's,
That
like,
sucks.
popping heads.
But still, that's more subtle than laser eyes.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody's more focused on the heads popping. They're not looking at someone's eyes.
Oh, yeah.
That's,
So does she have, like, super strength, too?
No,
Probably.
I think it's just...
Probably not like super strength, but like, Huey has super strength.
Stronger than the average
Yeah,
person.
Stronger than the average bear.
Oh, wait. Yeah, this is also another thing I want to talk about. So Huey's like, when he gets his powers of teleportation.
What a shitty power.
Dude, no. Yeah, it's like one of those like
Shitty
shitty powers part 2. You can teleport, but every time you do, you're naked. But no, like he can grab people and teleport them with him. But he
Not
can't
their
grab
clothes.
his clothes and teleport them? Like, what? And he can teleport the people? Well, actually, never mind.
Can't
'cause
teleport the other people's clothes either.
It's just... screw the clothing. I guess it's just people.
I don't understand. That seems like such a very specific, like...
Yeah, it's because he's
power.
a kind of like... I see it as a way, it's like he's kind of a coward in a way, so it's kind of his way to like run away. But just the clothes thing is kind of just a gag.
It is a subtle, like... It is a subtle commentary on his character. Because I guess, like, the powers you gain are, like...
Yeah.
Maybe
like,
slightly, like...
So you see, like, Butcher has basically, like, Homelander-esque powers. Because he's kind of like a strong-willed character. And then the weak-willed character, Huey, gets kind of like a runaway power.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing with A-Train. It's like his entire time is just him running away from his problems.
You know who we haven't really talked about? Because they don't really do much this season?
A-Train?
Kamiko and Frenchie.
I like Frenchie, though.
I like his character, but it's like, I feel like they didn't do too much.
This is what I was talking about, like, where she gets the compound V and injected back into her.
Yeah.
So she becomes strong in, like, episode 7. And I was like, okay, they're probably going to build up to, like, where she's going to do something heroic in, like, the final season and the final episode because she got her powers back. No. She just kind of, like, waddles on up to... I mean, she does, like, save...
She does.
She murders a bunch of security guards.
But she also does that in
It's a
season...
maniac.
She also does that in season 2.
Yeah,
she does
whatever.
the same thing in seasons 2.
But, like, I don't know. I thought she was going to, like, kind of step in and, like,
Well, don't they fight Stormfront with Maeve? It's like...
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
that was
Starlight,
her whole part of,
Maeve,
like,
and
fighting the main...
Kamiko.
But, like, I don't know. I thought they were going to level the playing field with, Soldier Boy in that final fight scene. But he literally just... You don't even see her. He just puts his hand out, catches her, and just chucks her into a wall, and then she's like MIA for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, that's a good way to waste the character.
This I feel like this show, as far as like it's good. I'm not saying this as far as like a shot at the show for
No,
like
it's
just
great.
taking a dump on it, but like I can sum up this show as we need to kill Homelander, but oh shit, there's somebody in the way. Hold on, let me kill them first, and then oh wait, hold on, it happened again. Let's do shit. All right, let's do it. Crap.
I mean,
And it's just
remember originally, like, they didn't think Soldier Boy was still alive. They just thought
they were looking for a weapon to kill Homelander.
Yeah, they thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
But
thought
the
that they
weapon to
had
kill Homelander was
a
Soldier
way
Boy.
to kill Soldier Boy, but they didn't. But then upon finding out that there was no weapon, they found out that Soldier Boy can, because he just can boil the
V out,
The
because
V
they
out.
got
Yeah.
rid of all the V out of Kamiko.
it's insane.
And then,
So-
it's like, the thing with the show is that there are so many things happening. There are so many characters. It's like, The Deep has his own little storyline. Noir has his own little storyline. A-Train, Homelander, Kamiko and Frenchie,
But they do it
Butcher.
correctly. They do it right.
Yeah, but it's like,
storyline.
Like, did you watch the new Stranger Things season?
I watched the last episode.
They did it so poorly. Like, it was just constant, like, just going back and forth between 4 different groups of people. And, like, it made me fall asleep at one point. It was just so boring and dragging on. Like, it just put so much fluff in it. Like, this just worked out. Like, I liked it.
I also think there wasn't, as far as... Because, I mean, it's fair to compare the two shows because they're both extremely popular and they both have, like, this big following. But, like, as far as... the boys, like their storylines intersect each other.
They do.
Like
yes.
a character from one, will go to the other or whatever. But they have them intersect. Now with Stranger Things, they all split off, and then you bounce from one to another without connecting it until the end. That's what they've done with every single season of Stranger Things.
So like, I don't know, it just dragged this season.
You have to keep up with it. Now that's the thing is like I like where something is done in a show, like where they advance, but like it's also the same thing where it's like I hate when a show just kind of like it starts, a bunch of shit happens, but when you really look back on it, nothing happens.
Oh yeah.
There's no sort of like, it's not like we tried
Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah, it's like, we tried to kill Homelander, but like Soldier Boy died. It's like, okay, that's something happening. You tried bringing him in and then he died. But it's not even that. It's like Stranger Things. It's like, oh no, they're gonna kill Max. Oh wait, they didn't kill Max. It's like
they kept Max. They killed the new lovable character.
Why did you do that? Like that seems
done in like the past 2 seasons.
And they're like, oh, we killed Vecna. Oh wait, no, we didn't kill Vecna. He got away. Now he's like, and then he just left a bunch of bullshit for us for the next season, which is what this is. They didn't kill Vecna, Homelander, and then they just left a bunch of bullshit for them to deal with after.
Hello everyone, welcome to MediaMix, and welcome to our Stranger Things podcast.
Sorry.
So before we get to the ratings, what would you guys? So like the past 3 shows have come out: Obi-Wan, Stranger Things, and The Boys. What would you rank them?
I haven't
watched
Obi-Wan yet.
Okay, well you're out of this. Don't you watched all 3 of them?
No.
He hasn't.
I have watched 1 episode of Stranger Things, and it was the last one.
All right, well I guess I'm the only one who will be giving this kind of rating because
I can say personally, I bet you the average show is probably better than Obi-Wan.
I think
aside from the last episode.
I think my rating's gonna go.
Okay, wait, but real quick before we get into this, disrespect to my man Supersonic, who we didn't talk about at all, and got brutally murdered.
Apparently,
He was gonna die. I told Nick the episode.
Was so shocking.
The episode before he died, I was like, he's just a killable character. Like they're gonna kill him. He's gonna die. Like there's no way he's gonna be alive. And then and then at the end of this next episode, I was like, there he goes. He's dead.
But that was so sad. It's just like, they're building him up. It's like, he might, help out against Homelander, and then
Supersonic working it. Oh,
he's the boyfriend. The
ex-boyfriend. No, I knew that. Like I knew he was gonna die.
Killed.
Yeah, A-Train gets what a bitch.
I know. A-Train's just another little like
fuck A-Train. all my homies hate A-Train.
I love that scene where
the Jeep though. No, he's not Dick Rider. He's the G.
He
knows he could solo all of them, but he
has an octopus fetish, and it is.
Listen, I still find it funny back in season 2 when he gets sent off to Sandusky, Ohio.
No, that was season 1.
That was
season 2.
Season 1.
Oh, season 1.
That is season 1.
Oh my god, I laugh at that joke so fucking much.
Funny,
it is the funniest.
They're like, yeah, we have.
It's
Cedar Point.
It's out of nowhere. Oh my god, it's out of nowhere. Because I'm watching it and I know everything that they're like.
We came up with your new name, the Savior of Sandusky.
Yeah, they're like we got Kelly's Island, and I'm like, I've been there. They're like, we have Cedar Point, we have one of the Great Lakes, and I'm like, guys, you can sell it all you want, but like literally Cedar Point's the only thing people are going there for.
Is there any like crime for me to fight here? He's like, no, nothing really happens.
Nothing happens in Sandusky. You fish. It's the only thing. Dude, I laughed so hard right when they were like,
we have a lot of swimming areas you can go into. He's like,
because they drive past a sign, and I've seen that sign in real life, and it's so funny every time. Oh god, I like
the scene where Homelander chews out A-Train for drinking the milkshake.
Yeah, he calls him
Nick has only seen all the TikTok clips of like.
Dick.
I know. I'm sorry, but it's really funny.
Suit.
He's like, hey, what you drinking there? Oh, Shake Shack.
Fat fuck.
When he said yummers, dude.
That's
terrifying. I wanted to run away.
You got extra whipped cream there? Yeah. I see you.
He's
He's like,
squeeze as much fat.
They like pokes him in the stomach. He's like, I know. Yeah. It's just so funny, dude.
Homelander is just really
they're just walking around.
What season was that from?
This
season.
season.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I'm surprised you guys.
And then the Deep and A-Train like fight, and then the Homelander walks over and like helps up the Deep. He's like, here, come here, the Deep. I got you. And like turns around to Adrian. He's like, why don't you lay there and let your legs rest? You fat fuck.
That's all you're good at.
And then walks away. As they're walking away, the Deep like turns around. He's like, like it's just so childish and
so good.
stupid. It's just
Yeah.
the Deep Solos though, 100%.
DC Solos, he's a god. R.I.P. Timothy.
So what is
What are them ratings, boys?
What are our ratings?
Wait, I didn't get. Okay, real quick,
Is there
the
more
order.
You have to be real quick. Yeah, we're at an hour.
The order.
Well, yeah, we also started like 10 minutes in. Almost.
No, we started 5 minutes in.
Like,
Definitely
try
is
2 minutes.
third place
Yeah.
Stranger Things, because that was just dragging. Second place Obi-Wan, then The Boys is the top.
I think as far as writing goes, Boys is really good because it
Boys
has
is so
good
good.
writing. As
So
far as
good.
like cinematography goes, I feel like there's more memorable moments in Stranger.
No, because there's so like I don't know if you're talking about like context of like stuff that's clippable. There's only like 3 things in Stranger Things that get clips, like Eddie's solo and like stupid other things. And here like a million different clips happen of like Homelander and
To be fair, they have source material to follow with The Boys.
That's
they
true.
can follow something, albeit
Like
vaguely.
Butcher saying "oi," like
Yeah,
Oi.
they can vaguely follow a
Bobblehead
comic book
Butcher.
story and then
Bobblehead
be able to like
Big Head Butcher.
yeah, convert it to TV. Meanwhile, Stranger Things is only is like a from the ground up built up, and then Obi-Wan is directed by Disney, which apparently in everybody's eyes can do no wrong. So
Except for Star Wars Puppet, who just got canceled yesterday on Twitter.
what?
Oh my god.
What happened? What? I'll ask
well,
later.
We'll get this later.
All right,
But
let's
yeah.
get to
Might
the
just look it up on their own time.
ratings
Of just season 3.
of just season 3.
Okay.
Season 3? Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I can go
I
first.
have
Okay,
Dylan
yeah,
go
I'm already
first. He's
here.
our guest.
Yeah, so if I had to give it a rating, I don't have anything to show you physically, but I'd probably give it like a 9. Because it's like, really, everything leading up to Herogasm was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I felt like the ending fell a little flat
Yeah.
with the reveals of, like, Black Noir's backstory and,
Just marking
Homelander
him.
being Soldier Boy's son. I feel like that didn't really impact the series as much. I also hate how Soldier Boy is gone. I feel like he should have maybe disappeared. I don't think he's going to return. So I don't like that.
They should have
And-
either killed him or kept him.
Yeah, I think he should have like dipped. Like how they showed the the clip of Maeve like taking Soldier Boy into the van. It's like maybe it's just a clip of like Soldier Boy just like running away or something, leaving
Yeah.
to kind of go recover or something, like away from everyone else.
To appear in the next season,
Yeah.
like unexpectedly.
Yeah. Also, Maeve should be dead. That's another thing.
Wait, did we even touch that?
We did not.
I feel like he touched it a little bit.
I complained about it a second, but we didn't talk about it. Like
I'll
during the
say
thing.
really quick, her falling off a building after getting her power zapped and surviving is kind of stupid, and her
Getting up and walking
still
away with
being
it.
an
It's
asshole.
It's like even if the surviving the explosion is believable, she is falling 90 stories to the
yeah.
ground.
And also,
She's not
After
living
getting-
that.
After getting blown up by like a mini nuke. And
It's
then
not
having
happening.
all the V in her blood just obliterated before she hits the ground, because we saw the explosion midair.
Yes.
yeah,
And then she hits the ground.
and it's fine,
It's
and is in an
completely
alleyway.
fine. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
completely fine. It's just like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna hop in this car.
And before I
keep going.
forget, you know how you said like like it's giving powers to people and it kind of makes them shittier or whatever.
Yeah.
That just goes to show that Maeve is just a shitty person with powers.
Yes.
The powers didn't make her worse. She's just a terrible person.
She's just a bad person.
But anyway,
That's
go
just
ahead.
her personality.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like the ending could have been it was still good. It's just like I feel like if you change like the spectacle of like the season 2 ending with the build up of season 3, it's like a perfect season. It's a 10 for me. But it's just like I feel like the ending fell a little flat for me, but everything else was great. All the characters had something interesting to do, and it was just an enjoyable time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think as far as like, because I keep on thinking of Stranger Things, like how I rank the seasons. I don't know. It's difficult because all the seasons of The Boys I think are like the same. Not as far as like content. I think as far as like enjoyability, I think I enjoyed all of them the same. I don't think I enjoyed one more than the other. I mean, it's a show that like every time I watch it, it sort of makes me anxious because I feel like something bad is always going to happen. So like I will like hats off to them for doing that. But like, I think my overall rating of season 3 of The Boys is like an 8 out of 10. I don't think it's a 9 or a 10 just because I don't think like anything extremely major happens besides the vice president thing and the whole like him finding his son. But like really as far as like people dying or substantial like, I mean, I guess when you really think about it, I guess there is stuff that happens, but I personally don't feel like anything happened.
When your most impactful death is Timothy the Octopus, there's a problem.
Yeah. But 8 out of 10 for me. So what do we have?
RIP.
Yours
9.
9. Mine's 8. What's yours?
So, I don't know. I remember back in like when season 1 first came out. That's like all. Like Nick is the reason why I started watching.
Yeah, because I got literally everyone to watch it.
Literally, he was like, "Guys, you need to watch The Boys. It's so good." And we're like, "Oh my god, Nick, I don't want to watch this stupid show." And then we watched it. We're like, "Okay, this is awesome. This is actually great."
I was the one who got everyone to watch it, and then
He
Colin pissed and moaned the whole freaking time when I tried to get him to watch it. And he still won't.
This is a told you so moment.
So
Say it.
I think the show was awesome. It was just, I think every episode was really enjoyable. I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. Just because
the math harder. I was gonna do the mental math in my head, but
Too
the
bad,
9.5 sucks.
Why don't you incorporate
Too
some
bad,
top
Dylan.
3 in
Um,
your review?
So I give it a 9.5 only because it's not a 10, just because of the ending. Like the ending was epic, but like they just ended it to where like nothing changed from the last season, as we already said, and like I don't know, maybe like it would have been cooler if they would have amped up the final fight too, you know, like kind of how we're talking about, like where they just barely made dents in the walls and stuff. Like that'd be cool if they're like punching each other through floors and like flying through walls and like, you know, just like I don't know, just
I think it's
a little bit more amped up, and then like somebody like, you know, Soldier Boy dies or runs away, and like or just not just doesn't just get I don't know, set under ice again like he did last.
Yeah.
I think as far as it's having weight to it, I think, and especially like I don't know, it's just I like when something has a sort of amount of weight to it. Like there's I can't think of any in particular, but like if you had like a lightsaber fight in Star Wars, like you have them like throwing lightsaber slashes and they like slice through like a door and it like falls apart and you're like, oh my god. Or like they do a force push and then like it blows off like the doors. I don't know, something crazy like that.
But I do have to say the build up at the end for like the next season was good.
It was good.
They have a good build up. They have like, you know, whole Ryan being kind of like low-key evil now, and then
he's a menace.
Yeah, Ryan being a
to
menace,
society.
and the whole head popper storyline, and then Butcher only having 12 months to live.
Yeah.
And like where it's gonna go from here. So
I think
they
Starlight's
have
part of the boys.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Starlight's
low-key been a great character this season.
Oh,
that
yeah,
we didn't talk about, but yeah, she's around and she's great.
I have the final rating.
Is it like
8.75.
Nope.
higher or lower?
8.7.
Slightly higher.
Slightly higher.
Slightly higher.
8.79.
8.83 out of 10.
Yeah. Fuck you, Jack. I should've thought of that, too.
8.833333 out of 10.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You guys are math people. I can't do this.
Well,
This is my job.
I just said a
I'm
number.
a finance people. I don't do this.
It's math.
Yeah, I
I'm
know it is.
a calc student.
Why didn't you do it?
Basic algebra
Listen.
student.
I'm a math teacher.
I failed algebra 2 like twice.
I can't waste
I
my
don't know.
beautiful
Hospital.
brain cells on
Lol.
basic math.
Good thing my calculator didn't. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching and tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Boys. Please leave a comment. Let us know if you actually like and agree with our rating, if you like the show, if there's any memorable moments you want to put in the comments. I know we will.
Mm-hmm. Feel free to let us know if there's anybody else you want on our podcast. We had Dylan today, so if you'd like to see Dylan again or hear him, we would be more than happy to invite him back on.
For a good, like, 10 seconds there.
That goes for anybody else that used to be on the podcast. If we
Mason,
can get them back
Xavier,
on.
we want you back.
Carmine, we could get him back on if he
Yeah,
crawls
he's
out
cool,
of his
I guess.
cave. We have plenty of other friends, so if you wanted us to have more guests,
That's cap.
hear new voices, we could do that.
Maybe we'll actually post
not
the
have any other
Pokemon video
friends.
that we filmed with Carmine.
No.
No, just kidding. We never will because it was a great video when it was filmed, but just
Yeah.
never.
Now it's outdated.
Well,
now I have.
Now it's expired.
Now there's a
I have
new set.
Listen,
of
man.
things. Yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you follow the other social medias that they have, like What, y'all's got a Twitter, you got TikTok,
Twitter.
you got Instagram.
Yep.
If you guys want us to do anything else, like play video games, where there's games that might be coming out soon that we'd enjoy to play, you can comment that too. And this is a really long outro, so
Yeah,
I think
we're
this
chilling.
is
We're having a good time.
I think this is where we say goodbye.
I don't ever want to say goodbye.
Dylan, would you like to
Adios.
say goodbye?
They can't see me waving, but there you go.
No,
Now
no
they
more
can.
waving.
Bye, everyone.